clock is ticking, and they better get moving or there won't be anything left of them. As the conflict remains at a standstill, days after the president called Iran's counter-proposal trying to work out a deal garbage. And if the U.S. resumes bombing, Fox's Trey Inkst reports from Tel Aviv.
We understand, according to regional sources, that President Trump has been presented with a variety of options, and these would likely include going after the remaining leadership of the Iranian regime and also a variety of other targets, going after the storage facilities where they still have a variety of missiles in underground areas.
Iran appears to have again attacked its Gulf neighbor, the United Arab Emirates, with drones.
3 entered from the western part of the country. 2 were shot down. 1 hit an electrical generator outside the Baraka nuclear power plant near the border with Saudi Arabia. This is UAE's only nuclear power plant, guys. It has 4 reactors, which supplies up to a quarter of the country's electricity. UAE's ambassador to Washington posting on X, quote, "The attack targeting the Baraka plant is unacceptable act of aggression."
That's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Dubai. The U.S. Navy and the FAA are investigating a mid-air collision of 2 fighter jets during an air show in Idaho yesterday. All 4 aboard safely ejected, parachuting down while the jets hit the ground in giant plumes of black smoke. Now an update on that hantavirus-stricken cruise ship.
The MV Hondius was carrying 25 crew members and 2 medical personnel when it reached Rotterdam in the Netherlands this morning. The crew will enter immediate quarantine. The ship will now be disinfected. It ends a sailing from Argentina during which 3 passengers died, including a Dutch couple believed to have brought hantavirus on board.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. A Canadian passenger tested positive. 18 Americans remain in quarantine in the U.S. as a precaution. There's also an Ebola outbreak in Africa, 300 cases and 80 deaths. Some Americans are infected there, but the CDC says there's a low Ebola risk here. America's listening to Fox News.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We expect a ruling today on key evidence in the state of New York's murder case against Luigi Mangione, the man who also faces federal charges in the 2024 shooting death of United Healthcare's CEO outside a New York City hotel.
State prosecutors have described this as evidence linking Luigi Mangione to the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. They want jurors to see and hear it, but defense attorneys are fighting to keep it out of the trial.
Fox's CB caught that evidence was in Mangione's backpack when he was arrested, including a gun. In Austin, Texas, 3 juvenile teens in custody accused in a series of weekend shootings that left 4 people injured, 1 critically. A former school administrator goes on trial today in Virginia over a shooting involving a first grader who took aim at his teacher.
Ebony Parker was the assistant principal at Rich Neck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia 3 years ago when a 6-year-old boy with a history of violence shot his teacher in class with a gun he'd taken from his mother's purse. Parker's charged with felony child neglect. Staff members say she failed to act on several warnings about the gun and insisted the boy's pockets were too small to hold one and refused to allow a search after it wasn't found in his backpack. The teacher, Abby Zwerner, required 6 surgeries and does not have the full use of her left hand. The bullet's still in her chest. She was awarded $10 million in November in a lawsuit against Parker. The boy's mother was sentenced to 4 years in prison for child neglect and weapons charges. Chris Foster, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks may drop. Dow futures down about 200 points. In the NBA playoffs, the top seed in the East eliminated. The Detroit Pistons blown out at home by 31 points, advancing Cleveland to the Eastern Conference Finals. Jared Allen and the Cavaliers will face the New York Knicks next, and he tells Amazon Prime Video.
We know it's going to be a loud environment. We know that their fans are incredible fans, crazy fans, but we know that we can do it. We came into an incredible arena like this and took over the game. We just have to do it again.
The Cavs and the Knicks play game 1 tomorrow. Tonight, the West Finals start. Oklahoma City versus San Antonio. And in golf, Aaron Rai won the PGA Championship. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news.
Man faces charges in a shooting last November in Champaign. A woman shot November 17th in the 700 block of North Elm Street. She continues to recover from injuries. An investigation indicating that the victim was answering a late-night knock at the door with James Brown shot her. Brown arrested on multiple charges. A man charged in a January shooting in Urbana being let out of custody. John Webb was granted pretrial release after a recent medical procedure. He faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. In a shooting in January, prosecutors said he got into an argument over a parking spot, then shot the victim. A new community basketball court's officially opened at a Champaign Park. City officials and residents gathered Saturday morning to unveil the upgraded facility designed to expand recreational opportunities for local youth and families. The project part of ongoing efforts to improve neighborhood amenities across the Champaign region. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Well, good morning. It is May 18, but I had to look. So you've been up all night trying to figure out what kind of red or yellow we're getting around here today, huh? Man.
No, early enough and keeping an eye over the course of the weekend. But I think the worst of it, not that we won't have to maybe, contend with some weather watch issues across the year. I think the meat and potatoes of it all will stay back into parts of the, Eastern Plains area of Missouri and Kansas, Oklahoma, maybe southeast Nebraska, where this stuff kind of originated over the weekend. I think the best likelihood of at least a moderate risk of severe weather plays out for the day-to-day out there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, about here, we're thinking...
But rain, but there'll be a couple of stronger storms, and hopefully we anticipate on the lower end of the spectrum, 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. On the medium spectrum here, probably generally 3/4 to maybe 1.25 buckets. There will be some pockets that get over 1 to 2 inches, and that's where some problems play out with regard at least to farmland over some sections of the area. Still got planting to complete as well, and nothing resembling a really long-term drier setup around here for until further notice. So do the best you can, I guess, going forward here in the next few weeks.
Remember Friday I said I'm going to try and mow. You said you'll be able to do that. And I go outside, it's like 1:30, the sun is shining, things are dried out.
There you go. Yeah. This week may be a little more problematic, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't need mowing. I got it.
Okay.
There you go.
And
it's going to grow fast, though, man, with this warmth and the rain. But just let you know.
Because you told me to. I cut it lower, baby, so it's
good. Good.
Little clumpy. You said clumpy, and it was clumpy.
If you mulch it, it's not going to be pleasant at the end. Yeah.
All right, weather brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. If you need a free evaluation, call them. Watts Copy Systems, 352-17352-0428. Also brought to you this morning by Busey. For over 158 years, it's been Busey, member FDIC. All right, meteorologist Greg Sawyer would look at this Monday weather forecast, sir. We are all ears.
Yes, and it is that moderate risk, but again, not here. It covers Kansas, parts of Nebraska, good chunk of Iowa, northwestern Missouri, but we're in a slight risk both today and tomorrow afternoon, so we'll keep an eye on weather watch potential. They are already up and in effect over a wide area. Flood watches, would you believe, in the drought areas of southeastern Nebraska, eastern Kansas, already 2 to 3 inches of rain running from Abilene to Topeka, Kansas, and to the west of us here, actually two broken areas, a little scattered mini area running from about right now around the Peoria region and maybe to about Galesburg, and from there up to the Chicagoland area. Then a broader, more soaking line from southeastern Iowa through far western Illinois. There are actually some tornado warnings that affect around the Quincy area now, and then they dribble back into parts of central Missouri. I think that's the stuff that gets going here. This is underway, and we'll come through with maybe a little rush of some wind, maybe a stronger storm on the front side, then some pretty good soaking rains. We think this piece will hold together in ETA in here. So probably mid and late morning, 10:30, 11 o'clock, southwest to northeast in that particular setup, maybe closer to noon as you get up towards the Kankakee and northwest Indiana and east of the Wabash. So we've got showers and thunderstorms in here, especially mid-morning to early afternoon. In between, a variably cloudy and windy and warm, humid day's worth of weather. Already 72 at Willard and Savoy. Should top out this afternoon. Across the air, probably about 82, 83, apart from any rain that comes through. Showers and thunderstorms scattered this evening. They'll wind down. Lesser chance after midnight, 68, but we ramp it right back up tomorrow, close to 100% odds at showers and thunder, both morning and afternoon. Highs up to 82. Those showers wind down tomorrow night, low down to 55, and a mostly cloudy, cooler Wednesday at 68. Some sunshine, actually lots of it Thursday. That's the best day for getting caught up on whatever you can. Highs near 70. Then this dribbly stuff, 50% on Friday, 30 to 40% on Saturday, back up to 40 to 50% on Sunday, late night to mid-morning, late afternoon, early evening, hit and miss. Showers and thunderstorms, and we warm up again. 73 Friday, near 80 on Saturday, lower 80s Sunday, and Memorial Day Monday. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldgay.
All right, my friend, thank you so much. You listen to Greg because I'm telling you, the guy can call it. So he said late morning, early afternoon for some of the downfalls, perhaps. Rain could be coming up to 2 inches, he said, some parts. But we will keep our eyes on the sky for you. I don't know why the post office has flags at half staff. Do we know that?
There's a few around that are doing that, but some aren't. I haven't figured it out either. Maybe if I do an online search, or someone could call 217-359-2255. Maybe we missed something.
Well, here's how Stevie J handles that these days.
You just gonna tell her?
Hey, Grok, could you tell me why some of the post offices are half-mast on the flags in Illinois? And we just go to the AI, who just kind of does the work for us.
May 15th was Peace Officers Memorial Day, and Memorial Day is coming up on May 25th.
Yeah, President Donald, this is just off the top of my head. I think it's because President Donald Trump proclaimed May 15, 2026 as Peace Officers Memorial Day and the surrounding week as Police Week. He directed U.S. flags to be flown at half-staff nationwide on that day to honor law enforcement officers who died or were disabled in the line of duty. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker also issued a matching order for state and covered buildings, including many public facilities, to lower flags from sunrise to sunset on May 15, and now we're May 18, so that was for Friday.
Right.
Okay. I just, off the top of my head, it came to me. I didn't have to look anything up or anything.
Now we know.
Just go to AI. I haven't even hit 0.5% of what this does.
Mm-hmm.
They can run your day. They can schedule your day. The whole thing will tell you what you have at what time. It's ridiculous. You can take a room you're trying to clean up and say, please decorate this with no clutter, and it'll give you a picture. Okay, didn't that cost a lot of money with an interior decorator at one point?
Right.
And
you have made some serious progress, Stevie J. Throwing out some things from the past and putting it all together in one area. It's going to be beautiful when the kids have to face that, and something I need to work on.
Well, no, everybody has too many things. I mean, 90%.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely will you go into a home that, they're not expecting you, and you'll say, wow, this is so not cluttered.
Yeah.
It's just, I told the great late Jim Turpin, when Janet and I got married over 40 years ago, that we weren't going to accumulate things. And he kind of laughed and shook his head, no. Well, I mean, you get things, I'm not throwing away the kids' notes to me, but that doesn't take much room. There are very few things. I mean, you get to the point of but you can probably let somebody else have your stuff most of the time.
Uh-huh.
And you will be shocked at how many people want your stuff.
Right.
Because one man's it'll be nice not to say garbage, useless stuff is another man's treasure.
Right. Trash and treasure.
I have a Wilt Chamberlain basketball card I don't want.
Huh.
It's probably worth $40.
Right.
I should probably take time to sell it, but it's got a crinkle in the middle.
Okay.
But it's definitely it would be worth like $400. I found a Michael Jordan autograph. Gary O'Brien got that for me in the 80s when Michael was the kid out of North Carolina.
Yeah.
He was good, but we hadn't reached the 90s yet when they won 6 titles. And it's a famous one of him dunking from the free throw line when he was in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
And it's probably from 1988. And you go price that thing, and it says the Stevie J on it.
Okay.
I think that might be worth thousands of dollars. Huh. So the things you'll find.
Right.
Stevie J Travel, I found some Viking Cruise vouchers. $1,600 worth.
Wow.
I bought $4,000 worth for a steep discount. For like $1,700, I bought $4,000 in trip.
Right.
I sold one trip. We used 12 of them. I can do another Rhine River cruise and have 8 vouchers to give everybody $200 off. So you never know what's going to
expiration date on that.
No.
Okay.
I called them. There's no expiration.
Well, and that happened to our family when we were going to Disney World. Mike was talking with some people in his coffee circle, and one of them said, you know what? I cleaned out a junk drawer, and we had some tickets from back in the 50s to get into Disney.
And they were good?
Probably $5 to $10 back then. I don't know. Now it's what, a couple hundred a person?
I think Disney started in like the 70s. Though.
Okay.
So
okay, maybe it was.
Well, it could have been Disneyland.
Okay.
That was out in Anaheim.
I don't even
anyway,
know. But in any case, they got in.
Moral of the story, kids, is sort, clean out.
Sort and distinguish what's good and what's bad.
Well, and I've done a lot of that because I have some baseballs autographed. Back in the day, I collected autographs.
Mm-hmm.
I was a heavy collector. And I got a lot of things that might have, it doesn't have a ton of value, but it's got a little. All right, let's check your sports headlines.
Well, I'm looking at the Loge area and the Stephen F. Austin Club baseball team and how they had their shirts off and waving their shirts in the air. Probably 50 guys or so. And Marwell just loved it and bought him tickets to the next game when Cardinals ended up walking off win over the Kansas City Royals. So gave him a little lift over the weekend, but not necessarily yesterday. Kansas City on top 2-0. Let's get your Redbird recap.
The Redbird recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. In the first inning, the Royals got a base hit from Michael Garcia, a one-out single from Vinny Pasquantino. On that single, the center fielder Victor Scott II dropped the ball. Garcia went to third and then scored as the very next batter, Salvador Perez, hit a sacrifice fly. From that point in the first inning, the Royals didn't trail. Perez hit a home run in the fourth, his seventh of the year. The Royals beat the Cardinals 2-0.
Andre Palante pitched well enough to win, didn't get any support. He dropped to 4-4. Cardinals bullpen kept it close. They just couldn't get that big hit.
The Cardinals didn't get a runner to second base until a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the ninth inning and only had one at bat with a runner in scoring position.
It was still a high energy experience at Busch Stadium yesterday.
Over the last 6 series, the Cardinals have won 4. They haven't lost any, and they've split 2, and will welcome in the Pittsburgh Pirates tomorrow night to open a 3-game series.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
White Sox over the Cubs 9-8 in 10 innings. The Cubs will face Milwaukee with a 6:40 start. You'll hear the action over on US 105.9. Cleveland Cavaliers make it through, winning that series 4-3, beating Detroit 125-94.
Yep, and the Wolves are out of it. Terrence Shannon Jr., they lost over the weekend to San Antonio. I think it was Friday night.
And do you say Aaron Ray for the PGA
It's actually like the bread, Rye.
Okay, right.
Aaron Rye wins the PGA Championship. He'd been having a horrible year, he said. Injuries, but look what he did. Weather brought to you by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Kurt Lenschow. All right, Greg Sawyer says, kind of watch out today. And rain pretty much all week long. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is steady active weather pattern into the front part of the weekend. The holiday weekend will feature some degree of rainfall at times as well. Tomorrow, windy, warm, and humid with mostly cloudy skies. A couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms in spots this morning. More widespread activity this afternoon, however. The high to around 83. South-southwesterly wind 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Tonight, a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms early and again after midnight. Low down to 68. For the day tomorrow, windy, warm, and humid, showers and thunderstorms, both morning, more so for the afternoon. Highs up to 82. Cooler tomorrow night, lows in the 50s with showers and thunderstorms early and some shower activity after midnight, and a mostly cloudy, cooler Wednesday at 68. Partly cloudy up near 70 on Thursday. For Friday, a couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms. They'll carry on into Saturday. No rain forecast for Sunday, and a couple of showers possible on Monday. High temperatures from the lower 70s on Friday, upper 70s on Saturday, and lower 80s for Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
Business report.
Higher interest rates and reports of a drone strike near a nuclear power plant in the UAE are keeping stocks under pressure. The 10-year U.S. Treasury yield recently rose as high as 4.63%, the highest level in more than a year. That makes treasuries more attractive for investors. Gold's price has retreated under the $4,600 mark. United Health Group shares are down 3.5%. Berkshire Hathaway says it has sold many of its smaller stock holdings, including United Health. The founder of Viking River Cruises, Torsten Hagen, says he'll step down as CEO and will transition to executive chairman. He'll remain as chairman of the board of directors. Other executives are moving up to take over the company. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you. Would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty talking to us in studio. Maybe you have an aging parent who's been in this property for a long time, but they need something that's more reasonable for that chapter of life. Reaching out to you makes sense, and talking about options for the future.
Yeah, the biggest shortage we continue to find is the downsizing opportunities into ranch-style homes in some of our more rural communities. Over the last 2 years, we've been trying to hit those challenges and find solutions for them. So we've been looking at all of our small outlying communities, St. Joe, Tolono, Rantoul, Paxton, Fisher, and we're looking at different ways and opportunities in these more rural, smaller communities to give them the ability to downsize their house without sacrificing the luxuries that they're used to.
It's Nate Evans at 217-239-7113. Do an online search to Nate Evans Group and start packing.
Sell your home with Nate. Pick the price, pick the day. Go to theNateEvansGroup.com.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
All right, 7:24. I am Stevie J. That is Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
Glad you're listening. And this Monday, May 18, and off we go toward June. And graduation finished over the weekend at the University of Illinois. A lot of extra people, pretty happy walking around our campus. And we're so happy they're here, and we can't wait for them to get back. I shall never take that for granted. Our homes would be worth about 10% of what they are. I mean, the University of Illinois, a world-class institution. We think there's 60,000 living on campus, so you can now go down 4th Street. There'll be blinking red lights, I'm sure, beginning today.
Okay.
So it's, whole part of the Champaign-Urbana have opened up.
Mm-hmm.
After so many people have left off for the summer plans. They'll be back,
right.
early August?
That's right.
They come back pretty early these days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ESPN 93.5. Glad you're listening. We do have a Stever this morning. This is for you. You need this, I promise, because who does this? Vent cleaning for your home.
Yeah, duct cleaning can really help, especially if you have anybody with asthmatic conditions or any kind of... I mean, all of us breathe and would rather have dust-free or smoke-free or whatever, even if there's moisture around getting trapped in the vents and insulation, then there's a risk of mold. So breathe easier and keep the debris out of your ducts as you get Clean Right. I just went to cleanright.net, the before and after of their cleaning these ducts is amazing. Like, how did the air even get through with some of the ducts on some of these renovation products or projects that they've conquered? Man.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you probably don't want to know.
Right.
Right? I mean, it's
you might not even realize there's respiratory issues until after it's done, where you're like breathing better.
Well, the first person that did this a couple of months ago said they just didn't know and they feel great.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. It could be psychosomatic.
Right.
But I know it isn't good to continue to breathe in stuff.
Right.
So it's, I said vent cleaning. It is duct cleaning. Hopefully do the vents because they're kind of dirty
That's
too.
part of it all.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's unpleasant, musty odors in or a mildewy smell throughout your home or business. And this can really deep dive in and get those ducts clean.
Okay, so if you would like this, it's $1,000 for a 2,000 square foot home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm covering now. If you have a bigger home, you have to pay the extra if you want to do this. So what you would do is you would text in Clean Right. They spell it KLEENRITE. It's actually two words.
That's right.
It's clean, KLEEN right. Text 217-359-2255. And you can maybe get this.
That's right. They'll do a pre-inspection. Then when they have arrival and setup and begin the cleaning process, they'll clean the vents all at one time. They have the main truck line cleaning, agitation, and then clean and pack up. It's a 7-step process, and we're going to give you this, and it's a very good feature that you might be wanting, and cleanright.net has more details about it in case you're thinking, I just want to do this.
No, it's a slam dunk if you can get it done. $1,000 for 2,000 square feet. 217-359-2255. Text in Clean Right. And hopefully you won't, and I'll just use it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There you go.
So,
carpet cleaning is what they're known for. This HyperVac duct cleaning is what we're giving you. But furniture, upholstery, mold removal, allergens, pet concerns, tile and grout, water damage, Clean Right has a lot of different services. But today, duct cleaning for you.
Okay, good luck to you. All right, so what was going on in Great Britain over the weekend? Do you know that the very liberal young people, if you combine that number, 42% think violence is justified in some cases.
Oh, wow.
The older ones do not believe that kind of a number. But very liberal young people, 25% said, yep, absolutely. The others say, yeah, kind of, maybe. So no.
Right. Never.
You can't shoot a man in the neck like they were chanting in London. Tommy Robinson is the leader, and they were chanting, shoot Tommy Robinson in the neck like Charlie Kirk.
That's right.
Are you kidding me?
I'm seeing that now.
We have...
They're estimating the demonstrators for being 50 to 60,000
It was a mile long, and they're really mad at this Keir Starmer, their prime minister. I shall give you some of that briefing because you missed it. and lets you see what's going on, man. There's some passion. When you get people that riled up, that's not what you want. Now, if you're a bad leader, you don't want that. 729.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Fox News, I'm CJ. Papa accused CEO killer Luigi Mangione in state court this morning in New York City.
We will all see Luigi Mangione in court. That's because Judge Gregory Carroll, well, he's allowing cameras inside the courtroom as he announces his big decision, whether to keep key evidence in this case in for the jury or toss it all out.
Fox's Eric Shawn outside the courthouse. It begins at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Another warning from President Trump to Iran, posting on Truth Social, the clock is ticking. Oil is up on fears the war will resume. Major severe weather alert.
We're looking at a level 4 out of 5 alert for parts of Kansas, also southeast Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. That's where the most powerful storms will be, which unfortunately coincides with that large hailstone risk.
Fox Weather's Britta Merwin. America's listening to Fox News.
Memorial Day sale at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery. Get the best whole house BOGO deals this week. Now you can buy 1 square foot of any floor and get the second foot half off. That's any carpet, any floor, and it's all BOGO. Half off. Plus, you could shop the amazing selection of furniture, rugs, and accessories. It's all buy one, get one half off. And buy with 2 years free financing. It's the Memorial Day Whole House BOGO sale. Only at Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
All right, Tim, Gale Ferrex Trucking, you're looking for some wonderful drivers, aren't you?
We're looking for some reliable professional drivers, and we just decided now through the end of May we're going to do our $4,000 sign-on bonus to qualified drivers. That's 23 years old, 2 years experience, safe background, safe driving history, and we'll put it into work and make them some money and get them home on weekends.
Think any other trucking company offers that kind of a deal between now and the end of May, and then also you're home on weekends?
Yeah, and things are looking up right now.
And Dedicated Diesel and Gale Ferrex Trucking, you can reach Tim Onstadt how? TIMO@gftlog.com is my email. They can get my cell phone at 765-505-1295. The office, 765-793-7131, extension 4. Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Here's a look at local news. Man faces charges in a shooting last November in Champaign. A woman shot November 17th in the 700 block of North Elm Street. She continues to recover from injuries. An investigation indicating that the victim was answering a late-night knock at the door when James Brown shot her. Brown arrested on multiple charges. A man charged in a January shooting in Urbana being let out of custody. John Webb was granted pretrial release after a recent medical procedure. He faces multiple charges, including attempted murder in a shooting in January. Prosecutors said he got into an argument over a parking spot, then shot the victim. A new community basketball court's officially open at a Champaign Park. City officials and residents gathered Saturday morning to unveil the upgraded facility designed to expand recreational opportunities for local youth and families. The project part of ongoing efforts to improve neighborhood amenities across the Champaign region. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. We check your weather brought to you this morning by Carl.
Letting you know there's 6 signs of stroke. It's called Be Fast. It stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, face drooping, arms weak, speech slurred, and terrible headache. If you experience these symptoms, call 911. Learn more at carl.org/stroke.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather for you. Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, vicinity, windy, warm, humid, early summer-like weather for the day today, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on a batch in here for the mid and late morning into the early to mid-afternoon. Up to 83 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind, but a bit cooler where these rains do materialize. A couple of stronger storms as well can't be ruled out over parts of the area through this evening. They're back in after midnight. The scattered showers and thunderstorms will low down to 68. Tomorrow, back into summer warmth at 82 with a couple of more rounds of better than even odds of showers and thunderstorms both morning and afternoon, down into the 50s tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, cooler for the day on Wednesday, the high about 68. Sunshine and up near 70 on Thursday. Warmth begins to build in, and so do scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. No rain in the forecast now for Sunday, but it's back in on Monday. High temperatures into the lower 70s on Friday, into the upper 70s on Saturday. Highs into the lower 80s as humidity climbs Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Looks like anywhere between 1 and 2 inches of rain over a wide area for this week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Hey, do you have sewer blockages, problems? Are your toilets gurgling? Why deal with the headache? Call Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions today. We can come out and clean your line, camera it, show you what the problem is, and then we have an expert underground team that can make those repairs. 217-355-5512. We are here for you when you need us. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
All righty, big things going on in London and across Great Britain. They are pretty fed up with what's happened to their country. I mean, the whole culture is changing, and they don't like it, and it's great to see.
Well, I'm here just steps away from Downing Street at the Unite the Kingdom rally today. The Prime Minister Keir Starmer has, of course, dubbed this in so many words. Racist, far-right, thuggery. Many people very offended.
Does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
What it would have looked like with Kamala Harris and what it looked like for Joe Biden. Are you kidding?
By that. Lots of reports about the numbers here today. Now, let me tell you, I think there is a lot of people. I actually walked all the way down from this protest here. We've actually had to hold people back here on the steps of Downing Street because there's just so many people. Now, what I'm going to be doing today, as these men and women from across the country, because it really is a nationwide protest with their beautiful flags from all over the nations of this beautiful land, I'll be asking them whether or not they are far right and what they think of the Prime Minister's comments and the event today.
You tell me if they sound wacky.
I've never been in trouble with the law. I've worked since I was 15. I've never sort of been a problem to anybody. I have friends from different nationalities, and I think to keep calling me a far-right thug, if I had the money, I'd sue him for defamation of character and slander.
Is this a far-right rally?
No, I don't think so. No, it's just how people portray that, interpret that actually. But it's standing for something that they feel is right. So if standing for something they feel is right is called far right, and if you call that racist, I think that's a wrong interpretation. I think.
I don't myself feel far right. I feel quite socially more to the left, but yeah, I believe in a nation state, and it needs to be protected. There needs to be English people. It needs to be recognisable. If that goes, it's very sad. It's very sad.
Okay, and then how do they react to various European Union leaders? Listen to, they're showing pictures. There's a guy from Germany. They're showing different people in London that are in the government. Here comes Keir Starmer. See how they react to their prime minister. And here comes Donald Trump and a flag of the USA. Went absolutely nuts. Man, live. Okay. And then here's this. Now again, this one I can't confirm, but this is a soccer match, and there's some Palestinian flags. Reportedly, and again, can't confirm it. Wasn't enough proof, but they translated what they were chanting in Iran. I think they canceled weekend events after this. Iranians chanting, "Take the Palestinian flag," and I'll put it kindly, stick it where the sun doesn't shine.
Okay.
This is Iran. 90 million people want to be let out. First time I've heard anything like that. And then here's an Irish band.
Here's to the virtue signaling Free Palestine NPCs who pivoted in enabling to Don't Free Iran. May they choke on their hypocritical bile.
People are fired up.
For you wearing street blockers and their prayer log roadshow. Let them drink Guinness through a straw. And not the zero version. And to our gutless so-called leaders who pee their pants at the thought of upsetting their jihadi imports, may the tail finally wag the dog straight off a cliff.
This is nothing to be ignored. These people are riled up. These are people that don't generally talk politics, kind of like in America. And you go to it's called the tipping point, and stuff's going to happen. Here's Tommy Robinson, who organized everything yesterday.
We're on the march. We're walking up towards Trafalgar Square. The crowd's gone. Parliament Square's already full. The crowd's stretched from here to Euston Station, apparently, which is miles. Okay? And miles. This is the
miles and miles. You heard 65,000. Is that right?
Turning point for Britain. A message to
50 to 60,000 gathered, yes, between Kingsway to Parliament Square.
All right, so it's pretty packed, and then you had some dissenters from this group, not very many, but some. Reporters in there trying to get some comments from the other side. What are they chanting?
Excuse me, should we shoot Tommy Robinson in the neck? Okay.
Get your clip elsewhere.
So they've just said that they want to hang Tommy Robinson and shoot him in the neck like Charlie Kirk.
Unbelievable. They want to shoot Tommy Robinson in the neck like Charlie Kirk.
Who's a far-right activist. Unite the Kingdom was this kind of name of this rally, and focused on anti-immigration and anti-multiculturalism.
They don't want to give away their country. Does that sound familiar? Did you see what Cardinal Dolan said over the weekend?
Oh, boy.
No, it's wonderful.
Okay, good. Sometimes I get worried when you bring up
Well, no, Cardinal
religion
Dolan,
and politics.
He said he did not know Charlie Kirk, but he spent a week learning about Charlie Kirk. And he thought he was the current day Paul, as in wrote 13 books in the New Testament, Paul. People got mad because he didn't, endorse their lifestyle. He didn't say that's okay. I think he was more evangelical than he was political. But if you watch a clip, I challenge you to find a clip where he was horrible to a person. He never was. It was amazing. I've heard, I don't know how many, a lot of Charlie Kirk. And he's tremendously missed, I'm sure, because he was rallying the kids to wake up and find God. And along the way, they found the truth. And along the way, they can decipher what is a lie and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't figure that part out, we're in trouble here. You think it can't go away? See what happened from 20 to 24 in this country. Falling apart. We're talking about things we never thought we could even imagine public would be talking about. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's starting to spread a little bit, and this Great Britain is a great example of people that have hit the tipping point. You push me, I put up, paying more taxes for what? 217-359-2255 if you have any thoughts on all this. But I was pleasantly surprised to see the people that to me are pretty normal, that are just, this is bad.
Right.
Why are you doing this? Keir Starmer's days are numbered as prime minister. I think they had 4 prime ministers in the last 4 years there. In any event, we'll see what happens from this. Meanwhile, the president back from China and giving Iran, kind of a final notice. I hope we don't go in and do what he was talking about. But I think he's trying to drag it out because everything's getting really bad inside from the standpoint of money. This whole blockade has been very effective. They don't have the cash flow, whether somebody else like Russia or China is sending them some sort of money that they're able to use. I don't know how you would transport that kind of money, but I'm sure they have ways. So I'm not sure, but they're trying not to go to the next level of knocking out all their power and everything else, which we got free roam in the skies now. So we're watching all that, but most of the suffering is going to come from the folks that are against all of this anyway. So they're trying not to do that. And I don't know. I was hoping that the full leadership of this 47-year-old reign of terror would find some sort of welcome in some country somewhere and escape with the money. Just get the heck out and let them figure it out in Iran and take back their country. Because they certainly aren't happy with what's been happening in their country since 1979 when our friend Paul Lewis was part of the hostage taking, and the 52 American hostages that were held for 444 days. You can look that one up. It's available. I know some of you weren't born, but they had no idea, by the way. The 52 did not know how this had ramped up in America. They had no connection. Of course, it was before internet. And they had no idea people were tying yellow ribbons around the old oak tree until they did.
Well, I know that Trump had said clock is ticking and he wants things to move a little faster when it comes to negotiations with Iran.
And meanwhile, the Democrats are, yikes. You go around and check everything, CNN, MS Now, CBS, NBC, ABC, and it's just a negative. 93% of coverage is negative on Donald Trump, always has been. How can you possibly do anything with that kind of negative, he's a bad man, it's not working, oh, did you hear this, did you hear that? It's unbelievable. It's our own president. Never used to happen. But you got a guy in there that they are dead set against because he's telling the secrets. Hey, you get to Washington, we're all wink, doing pretty well, got a little insider trading going on, we're all going to be millionaires. Yeah. What's he doing, man? Messing me up. He's messing my hair up, man. It's stunning to me. All right, 217-359-2255. Greg's weather. Gotta watch out late morning, early afternoon. Stand by.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Hi, this is Damon Hackelman, owner of Clean Ride in Champaign. Our certified and experienced technicians are ready with a 24/7 rapid response. We work alongside trusted expert partners to make the restoration process smooth and stress-free, guiding you every step of the way. Our goal is simple: to return your home or business to safe, clean, like-new condition as quickly and painlessly as possible. Learn more or request services anytime at cleanright.net.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Oh, yeah. What about the teen takeovers? Didn't we have that at Dick's and somebody got shot in Champaign?
Right.
Okay, so what do? Apparently they're sending in 1,500 National Guard to Washington, D.C. to stop these Stupid people. And they're even talking about, well, we'll prosecute the mom and dad.
Right.
How do you like that? You know, the old I'll be back going out with my friends kind of thing. Used to be like a movie.
Right.
Used to maybe pizza and, you know, probably some side drinking and all that stuff. But these, you know, and again, too bad you can't shut off the internet for individuals.
I know that.
Because they would never be able to coordinate that.
That's right.
They didn't have their phone. Well, I guess you could just make it illegal. You could say no phones for people under 18. That would, then you just arrest them for a phone, and you still got to go through the system, which would be a real bummer.
Right.
So there's that too, but they're just ransacking and unbelievable. And these are all kids under 18. So, all right, check your weather this morning. ESPN 93.5 brought to you by is it pool opening, Urbana Park District?
It is. Yeah. This Saturday is the 23rd, and the pool season will begin. Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center is an awesome option. Learn more at urbanaparks.org.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity active weather pattern into the front part of the weekend. The holiday weekend will feature some degree of rainfall at times as well. Tomorrow, windy, warm, and humid with mostly cloudy skies. A couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms in spots this morning. More widespread activity this afternoon, however. The high to around 83. South-southwesterly wind 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. Tonight, a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms early and again after midnight. Low down to 68. For the day tomorrow, windy, warm, and humid, showers and thunderstorms, both morning more so for the afternoon. Highs up to 82. Cooler tomorrow night, lows in the 50s with showers and thunderstorms early and some shower activity after midnight, and a mostly cloudy, cooler Wednesday at 68. Partly cloudy up near 70 on Thursday. For Friday, a couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms. They'll carry on into Saturday. No rain forecast for Sunday, and a couple of showers possible on Monday. High temperatures from the lower 70s on Friday, upper 70s on Saturday, and lower 80s for Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio, perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Dillman Brothers, siding, roofing, windows, and more.
Honest, dependable, affordable too. Put the Dillman Brothers to work for you.
We at Dillman Brothers are aware that as a homeowner, you don't replace your roofing, siding, or garage door every day. So please allow us to assist you in the process, from material selection to budget planning and installation by our team, to improve and protect your home so you don't get screwed. One call can take care of all of your exterior needs.
Call the Dillman Brothers, they'll take care of you.
Just a kind of a heads up here as we move toward Memorial Day weekend. This is a captain, state police. If you happen to be going to Chicago.
He posted pictures.
Which one? There it is. Here you go. State police, stand by.
Hi. I'm Captain Patrick Mano, Chicago Region Commander for the Illinois State Police. The Illinois State Police is launching a surge mission on our Chicagoland expressways. During this surge mission, we'll be focusing on speeding, shoulder riding, reckless drivers, and criminal activity. Our troopers will utilize all the tools at their disposal to identify and track violators. But here's your warning. If you flee the police, drive recklessly, or commit violent crimes on our Illinois roadways, you'll be identified, apprehended, and held accountable. This surge will send a clear message. Violent crime and reckless behavior will not be tolerated. If you choose to put lives at risk on Illinois roadways, expect a swift response from the Illinois State Police.
Okay, so there's that. Speeding. Yeah, I definitely am guilty. If I'm in Chicago, I don't really look at that. I look at the flow.
I do too.
But you do see people that cut in and out going 90.
NASCAR style.
I mean,
weaving in and out of all. I wonder how they make it.
No, I mean, I don't, and of course, tinted windows and everything, so you can't see a thing except them blitz, and you're going, gosh, I'm so glad I didn't change the lane, because you didn't see them coming, they're going so fast. So I see that. Shoulder riding, I guess I see. I don't see that. It's not popping into my head, but you go to Chicago, you just put the hands at 10 and 2, the old 2 hands on the wheel thing, and keep checking everywhere. Because it's just, it seems to me too, Chicago traffic, it's not like I missed rush hour. It's always rush hour.
Yeah.
It's just always crowded.
It is.
It's like, man, and then construction, which, where else are you going to do it? So anyway, just FYI, they're out. That's they're trying to do their thing, and sometimes people obviously abuse it and go ridiculously fast and reckless.
When we played the irate Irishman, Tony texted in, "Get us through a straw." That was one fired up Irishman.
Yeah. Right. No, listen, this is a tipping point for. This sounds like there's if you have 60,000 people come to anything. And it's just not like they're passionate. There's a difference between casual and passionate. They're passionate. And you can certainly say the opposition and the pro-Palestinian and, eliminate Israel people are pretty passionate too. Not those numbers. Not that kind of. They got plenty of them. There's millions of them, but not like, I would call the other side where more reasonable, more common sense, I think, is a good way to describe all the things like guys playing in women's sports. I saw a little softball. I haven't seen any men infiltrate that, but as short as those bases are and as short as the home run fences are, I haven't seen a man play in women's softball, thankfully. Maybe I'm sure they have. I haven't heard about them. But this Megan somebody from UCLA, oh my gosh, she's 5'10", and she looks strong. And she just hit 40 home runs this year, including a grand slam last night. Happened to catch it. Holy cow, 40. Nobody's ever done that in women's softball. Which makes me think, who are we hiring for Illinois? And will they have as much impact of all of Josh Whitman's hires? And how do you get them to come here? Because there's clearly going to be NIL money for the Megans of UCLA.
Yep, Megan Grant.
Megan Grant. And she was up with a 2-0 lead. Bases loaded for UCLA, and she looks like she hit a fly ball, and it just kept going over the fence.
Yep.
I don't know how far those are. Those are probably 200 and something feet. But these ladies are strong, and they can hit it. They are really good. And you have 60-foot bases. That's a little league base. They can get down the line in a hurry, especially if they're left-handed, and they can field, pick it, and throw it. They're just really good.
40 home runs. That's
40.
Incredible.
How many games they play? 50? 60? That's a lot of home runs.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, very impressive. And I think, and then, of course, the Big Ten, UCLA's Big Ten. So who is Josh Whitman hiring for that job? And how quickly can we become good there? Because about everything else he does goes pretty fast. Turns around. All right, we'll get the news. We'll get another hour. I got Matthew Bailey, a safety for Illinois football. He spoke at graduation. A few words about the graduates and the master's graduates in athletics. And man, what a good kid. I got that. And I don't know if you remember Ryan Lochte. Ryan Lochte was an Olympic swimmer.
Yes.
12 gold medals.
Right.
Was in a near fatal car accident in 2023. We got into drugs, alcohol, was a mess. His life has changed completely.
Okay.
And it's touching and moving, and you're going to want to hear this. That's coming up as well. All right, the news next on ESPN 93.5. There's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. It's a minute till 8.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Will the ceasefire end? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
The Middle East remains on edge, waiting to see if the war will resume in the days ahead.
Fox's Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv after President Trump warned Iran on Truth Social the clock is ticking and they better move fast or there'll be nothing left of them if they don't work out a deal.
While diplomatic efforts play out, the economic situation in Iran is getting worse each day due to the ongoing U.S. blockade of Iranian ports. CENTCOM says more than 80 commercial vessels have been redirected and 4 were disabled to enforce the blockade. A senior Israeli official told Fox News that early signs are developing of a fuel crisis in Iran, with long lines at gas stations being observed.
We don't have that here, but gas prices have surged more than $1.50 in the conflict. However, AAA's national average for regular $4.51 per gallon is a penny less than a week ago, and oil prices, they're down more than 2% this morning. Luigi Mangione due back in state court this hour ahead of a judge's expected ruling in the murder case against him. Mangione also faces federal charges in the 2024 shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside a New York City hotel.
Mangione's lawyers argue that when he was arrested sitting at that McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, 5 days after the killing, police there violated his rights. Cops seized his backpack and possessions without a search warrant. They only got one more than 7 hours later.
Fox's Eric Shawn outside the New York court. A gun was found in the backpack along with a journal with Mangione's anti-healthcare writings. 3 juveniles in custody after a series of weekend shootings in Austin, Texas. The last one arrested last night.
At least 2 of the teenagers in custody are suspected of driving around Austin in stolen cars, firing shots at pedestrians, apartment buildings, homes, and 2 fire stations Saturday and Sunday. At least 12 shootings in all. 4 people are wounded, 1 critically.
Fox's Chris Foster. Well, 18 Americans remain in quarantine in the U.S. as a precaution after the hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship. There's an African Ebola outbreak in the Congo and Uganda. 300 people infected, about 80 deaths. America's listening to Fox News.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds. You can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
President Trump thanked the voters of Louisiana over the weekend for Senator Bill Cassidy's primary loss. The president targeted the Republican in part because Cassidy was one of the GOP senators who voted to convict Trump after he was impeached over the January 6th Capitol riot, though in all the president was acquitted. Trump-backed Julia Letlow and John Fleming finished ahead of Cassidy in the primary and will be in a June runoff. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham tells NBC's Meet the Press.
Those who try to destroy Trump politically, stand in the way of his agenda, are going to lose.
Tomorrow, there's another Republican the president wants voted out in a Kentucky primary, Thomas Massey, whom he calls the worst Republican congressman in history. Today, War Secretary Pete Hegseth will campaign in Kentucky for the Trump-backed challenger Ed Gulrine.
On ABC's This Week, Massey said he knows why the president is on social media and the Secretary of War is campaigning against him.
It's because they're panicked and they really haven't been able to gain a lead in this race.
Hegseth will also appear at Fort Campbell today. Some have said his campaign stop violates the Hatch Act, which bars some in the executive branch from appearing under their official titles. The Pentagon says Hegseth will campaign in his personal capacity. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, ahead of the opening bell, a turnaround. Stock futures were down big. Now they're rising modestly. In the NBA playoffs, Cleveland knocks out the top seed in the East, Detroit.
We're along this journey. Every step is a step further. We just have a job more to do.
On Prime Video, Jared Allen of the Cleveland Cavaliers scored 23 points in the clinching Game 7 in Detroit last night, where the Cavs clobbered the Pistons 125-94 to move into the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Knicks, with Game 1 tomorrow in New York. The Cavaliers were led by Donovan Mitchell with 26 points in Game 7, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals tonight in Oklahoma City. The reigning NBA champion Thunder, who lost 4 out of 5 regular season meetings versus the Spurs, are heavily favored to win the series.
That's Jared Max. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. A new community basketball court's officially open at a Champaign Park. City officials and residents gathered Saturday morning to unveil the upgraded facility designed to expand recreational opportunities for local youth and families. The project part of ongoing efforts to improve neighborhood amenities across the Champaign region. Man faces charges in a shooting last November in Champaign. A woman shot November 17th in the 700 block of North Elm Street. She continues to recover from injuries. An investigation indicating that the victim was answering a late-night knock at the door when James Brown shot her. Brown arrested on multiple charges. A man charged in a January shooting in Urbana being let out of custody. John Webb was granted pretrial release after a recent medical procedure. He faces multiple charges, including attempted murder in a shooting in January. Prosecutors said he got into an argument over a parking spot, then shot the victim. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Hey, welcome to hour number 2. We do have a stever, my friends. We're cleaning ducks.
Yes, we
are. Not the kind that could be in a field after the rain. DUCTS.
Yes.
This is in your home. Soyer's got them too. Or you just, it's just one of those things you don't...
allergies and all that kind of stuff, right?
I mean, it just...
Pollens and mites and all that jazz, you want that out.
You want it out and you don't really want to know what's in.
That's right.
Maybe that's it, yeah.
But they can sure take a picture of the before and it's amazing what they're getting out.
Yeah.
It's amazing there's even air coming through some of these dust-ridden pipes.
Oh. All right, so here's what's happening. Clean Right will do that. They, of course, can clean a whole bunch for you. They can also restore your basement if it gets water kind of stuff. They do that as well. But they also can clean the ducts. And so what you do is you text in KLEENRITE. That'll show us that you're listening and you're eligible, and you must be a member of the club called Stever. It is free. You go to gostever.com and join. We're going to cover a 2,000 square foot home today at a $1,000 bill.
Yes.
So, yeah, there are many that want this. Why wouldn't you? It's one of those absolutely slam dunk yes. Are you crazy? Of course I'll take that.
You'll make arrangements inside the next 7 days, and they'll figure out what's convenient for both of you to get your ducts clean, hopefully inside the next month, but definitely moving on arranging it for the next 7 days and keeping that filter, the debris out of the air you breathe, the buildup, the dust, the sometimes mold. There's risk when there's moisture around. They'll assess all of that and let you know what you're looking like in that 2,000 square foot home.
Okay, so there you have it. 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line. Good luck to you. Ever since Scott Severs left as chief engineer here at our radio, I'm the one that worries about the 350 tall metal poles when weather comes.
Yes.
As in lightning and wind, right?
I deal with 3 of them, and it's no fun. So, but Greg knows I see the kind of the west looking a little westy and darker.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
No severe, but you'll know when it arrives. Trust me. So
okay, well, we will. Should have put those geraniums in yesterday. Dang it.
Oh, there's still plenty of time to go.
Okay, and you said pretty much the week's going to be wet, so.
Well, the first part, and then it's, we're trying to, just this little drabble, nothing real organized, but it's back in the forecast for the holiday weekend. There will be lots of dry hours, lots of at least blended sun hours, and fairly comfortable temperatures, maybe a hint of early summertime coming back in, as you would expect for Memorial Day weekend, but not like the rains we'll see here probably the next 36 to 40 hours or so.
Okay, and peaking toward the weekend when we're off 3 days, How's that looking so far?
Yeah, again, dry hours, probably no rain in the forecast for now on Sunday, and that's in this 30 to 50, 30 to 40% range. That'd be short-lived. Don't think there's anything widespread severe expected as well. Probably the driest of the days on Sunday. Otherwise, have maybe a short plan B in the back of your noggin between Friday and Saturday and Monday as well. But again, let me emphasize, lots of rain-free hours anticipated too.
Weather brought to you this morning with meteorologist Greg Solier by Hometown Grounds, serving Mad Goat Coffee and a kids' play area. Beautiful downtown Tuscola, Hometown Grounds, serving Mad Goat Coffee. All right, Greg, talk to me.
And we've got a pretty good swath and area of showers and thunderstorms, the weakest northwest of Galesburg up to the Quad Cities, and the front part of this thing, which probably is holding together and will hold together. So that means there's energy or an upper air wave driven is making its way through the western end of the state, responsible for widespread 1 to 3, some spots close to 4 inches of rain in southeastern Nebraska, eastern Kansas. Lots of hail reports there, northwestern and western Missouri. But you go west of there to the high plains, they'll have 50-mile-an-hour winds, dryness, drought-related fire potential in some of those high plains areas. So quite the dichotomy of weather in an event. Let's see, 2.5 to 3 hours. That gets us close to maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock for a quick little heavy downpour, thunder, lightning, and then probably a couple of hours of steady rain, soaking stuff. There might be a local warning that comes out of this stuff as well, especially to our west here over the next couple of hours. That line extends down to just north and west of St. Louis, and again, all heading on eastbound. 77 at Willard and Savoy. In between the showers and thunderstorms, we'll probably make a run into the lower 80s, then fall back as the rains move on through, then pick up this evening on temperatures, of which stuff will be scattered this afternoon and early evening. Overnight tonight, another crack at a couple of showers and thunderstorms, 68 the low, then a good covering or two to come through the area in wave stage for the day tomorrow and tomorrow night, with a high up to 82 in between. 50s tomorrow night, finally some drier, cooler air with upper 60s to near 70 Wednesday and Thursday. Back to the low 70s on Friday. Rain chance at 50-50 there. 40% Saturday, nothing Sunday. Back into about that 40% range Monday. High temperatures Sunday, Monday, the back end of the holiday weekend, returning north of 80 degrees. For CVD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
We again appreciate all of our University of Illinois students who are gone.
Yeah, congratulations to all the graduates. Unity had graduation yesterday, too.
Cool.
2 o'clock. I know Mr. Morrison, when he was principal, liked to keep it under an hour if he could.
Really? That's ambitious.
Yes, it is.
How long did their speaker get to speak if it's only an hour?
Maybe only 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Get the
go.
vaudeville hook to bring them off or play them off in some kind of way. Get the band on board, I guess. I don't know. But, just all kinds of optimism and hope in the air. I had heard, but I didn't hear it, that Sean Evans did a good job from the show Hot Ones, saying the future will bring on the heat. So be ready for it.
All right, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said and said good night?
I guess so.
Well, he probably also had kind of a limited time.
The weather, I was, praying for that ceremony that was at Geese Memorial Stadium, and they were using the north end because the south end's going to have that big jumbotron. So the whole setup was a little different. And
you're right.
I saw on social media how they were taking the grads through the back there, kind of where the band goes to sit, and that back passageway to get in their seats, or however that looked. And it just seems so exciting. I just get excited for everybody who's in the class of 2026 of all the opportunities.
Well, I mean, you've got a 100-foot screen. Is that what that is?
100-foot screen.
I mean, what is that going to be? Is it 100?
It's more than that, Stevie.
100 feet?
Have you?
I don't. How big is it?
I'm gonna look it up. This jumbotron is the biggest in college.
Yeah, but isn't 100
stadiums?
Isn't 100 big?
I think it's larger than that. Okay,
it's far bigger than this building. I mean, where we're living right now with our radio in downtown Fido. I mean, I don't know.
But I've been seeing off 4th Street all the panels and things like that being brought in. We've got some mounds of dirt in lot 31.
I saw that. That's for the screen?
Right.
I didn't know what that was for.
Working on it. And if you see between Memorial Stadium and the State Farm Center, a lot of the pieces of Memorial Stadium have come down. They have this eye up there that's kind of janky right now, but they're starting to work on everything.
August will be here before we know it.
I know
we
it.
know that. And they got to test it, make sure that one wire's connected to the other thing, Maflugi. Listen, it ain't that easy.
I know that. My dream was to have the fireworks in there again, like we used to. Oh, you're right. It's 250 feet wide, but 69 feet high.
Hold on.
The video board coming our way. This massive screen.
250 feet?
Yes.
Wait a minute now. You've got...
It's like the whole horseshoe type area.
Has to be because is it curvatured?
There it is.
Because
from what I understand,
you're telling me it's as long as the football field.
17,315 square feet is part of the broader stadium upgrade.
So if you're in the horseshoe, that kind of stinks.
This massive screen.
Turn around and go, I can't say it. But boy,
just have a mirror and kind of like look at the reflection behind you.
If you want to see replays, you'll see bad calls in living color. I'm a little taken back. I don't think it registered that this screen in the south end zone. And then what about wind load? Guess what? They thought of that. But
yes,
you thinking
I'm sure
about
they did.
South winds straight in? I mean, that thing's going to have to be supported 100 different ways.
It will be reinforced.
Well, it's got to be. But have they put one up in the south winds? I mean, south winds? Yeah.
Largest main video display in college football, totaling 17,300 plus square feet.
It's tens of millions, right?
The project includes 16 LED displays, combining for more than 26,750 square feet and 30 million pixels at Geese Memorial Stadium.
That's gonna be worth going just to see that.
Gonna be a big one.
Oh, they're playing football? I want to watch the screen. Can we put the game on the screen?
Well, to me, wouldn't it be cool on the 4th of July next year to have the video display board, people watching the fireworks in there, and then, the video display board synchronized somehow? Tolono's doing
but why would I want to watch? I mean, you want to see the fireworks in the brilliant color in the sky.
Right. But I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool to...
Let's just watch... I don't know. Let's watch Field of Dreams.
Exactly.
Who wants to watch a movie?
I mean, you could do Independence Day for the 4th of July.
Yeah, you need some 4D stuff.
Anyway.
Quick sports headlines.
Indiana beat Illinois 11-2 yesterday. In baseball, we have Tuesday at 1 when we start the Big Ten tournament in Omaha. The Illini 28-25 on the season, 14-16 in the Big Ten, and ranked number 9 seed, taking on number 8 seed Iowa again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Aiden Flynn going on to try out for the USA Collegiate National Team. That'll be June 24th through July 5th. Dan Hartleb, the manager of that team. Illinois golf in action with the NCAA Athens Regional with 13 programs represented. So they'll tee off today and at the number 12 seed for that. We also had the Kansas City Royals over the St. Louis Cardinals 2-0 yesterday. We'll have Chicago White Sox who beat the Cubs 9-8 in 10. Cubs will play today against Milwaukee with a 6:40 start on US 105.9.
Busey knows the importance of a lasting promise. They're pleased to offer financial support toward continuing education endeavors to applicants of all ages, and educational backgrounds through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship. Through the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarship Fund, 25,000 in scholarships will be awarded annually. Available across the Busey footprint, funds will be dispersed through 10 scholarships of $2,500 each. Wouldn't that pay more than half of Parkland? Dang. Mm-hmm. Scholarships can be used for tuition, fees, books, or supplies for continuing education. The application deadline is coming up June 3rd. Applicants will be required to meet specific eligibility requirements. Complete details on the Busey Bank Bridge Scholarships eligibility criteria and application process can be found at busey.com/scholarship. Why not? Why not?
Absolutely.
Apply for that. busey.com/scholarship, and you can get some information on how you can register, or apply rather, and get that done. Okay, we check your weather. We're just all over this weather with our meteorologist, Greg Solier, brought to you this morning by Sweet Petunia, antiques, collectibles, and so much more. They're in the Outlet Mall area in Tuscola. They're called Sweet Petunia. Here's Greg.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for your Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Windy, warm, humid, early summer-like weather for the day today, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on a batch in here for the mid and late morning into the early to mid-afternoon. Up to 83 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind, but a bit cooler where these rains do materialize. A couple of stronger storms as well can't be ruled out over parts of the area through this evening. They're back in after midnight. The scattered showers and thunderstorms will low down to 68. Tomorrow back into summer warmth at 82 with a couple of more rounds of better than even odds of showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon, down into the 50s tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, cooler for the day on Wednesday, the high about 68. Sunshine and up near 70 on Thursday. Warmth begins to build in, and so do scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. No rain in the forecast now for Sunday, but it's back in on Monday. High temperatures into the lower 70s on Friday, into the upper 70s on Saturday. Highs into the lower 80s as humidity climbs Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Looks like anywhere between 1 and 2 inches of rain over a wide area for this week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
There's a merger in the energy business. Florida-based Next Era Energy is buying Dominion Energy. The all-stock deal will create the world's largest regulated electric utility business. Next Era was originally formed as Florida Power and Light back in 1925. Dominion, based in Virginia, has more than 5 million energy customers in the Midwest, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast U.S. Stocks are under pressure with investors looking at higher interest rates and elevated crude oil prices. Brent crude at $109 a barrel, West Texas Intermediate at $105, following reports that a drone struck near a nuclear plant in the United Arab Emirates. AstraZeneca has received FDA approval for its new hypertension drug, Baxfendy. Shares are up 0.5%. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
You're probably listening to this in your car, so let me ask you. Would you drive without insurance? Of course not. So why is your retirement portfolio unprotected? Gold is portfolio insurance. It helps de-risk your savings when markets get unpredictable. Noble Gold Investments has helped thousands of Americans do exactly that, with no high-pressure sales and thousands of 5-star reviews. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals involves risk. Consult with your tax or financial professional before making any investment decisions.
Hi, I'm Troy Lands from Lands Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now at Lands, it's a great time to buy a new Trane heating and cooling system. We are offering special financing or up to $1,500 off any qualifying Trane system. At Lands, we know what it takes to deliver exceptional comfort, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are thinking of a new comfort system, now is the time to buy. And remember, it's hard to stop a Trane. I'm Troy Lands, and you can count on my company because you can count on me.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
All right, ESPN 93.5, 823. We have Clean Right as our Stever. That means you can, I think there are plenty of people who want this, but one more time. We're cleaning your ducts in your home, all the things that you can't see. And if you would like that done, I'm going to take care of a 2,000 square foot home for about $1,000. 217-359-2255. You have to get this on the schedule in the next week, kind of book it. And hopefully they'll get you in here soon. And then your ducts will be clean and maybe less asthma, breathing, allergies. Who knows what's in there?
Right.
If you have an older home, I'm betting you haven't been in there.
Cleanright.net if you need more details.
Okay.
KLEENRITE.
So just text this 217-359-2255 and you can take a shot of winning this.
So I did just look up Camden Fairbanks and the 1600. He's a rocket runner here at Unity in the St. Teresa High School Boys and Track Invite that just happened for 1977. How can he run that fast?
Did that win?
Yes.
It
looks like it broke a record.
When's the high school state tournament in Charleston?
I think it's coming up.
This weekend or next? It's got to be soon.
Right.
They just had the grade school, I think. I know that Christian and Riley, Diana went to see Charlie Suits.
Yeah.
And she did quite well. She medaled several places.
Uh-huh.
And so there's going to be a lot of action, but I cannot believe Camden Fairbanks from Unity High School ran a 4:19.
Right.
I'm not a little out of the loop. It sounds like that should be a world record, but it's obviously in the threes now. But what does a college runner run a mile in? Because I can't believe a high school kid can do that. That's amazing.
So I'm just trying to figure out when the IHSA track and field is happening. I feel like that's typically at EIU.
But would it be Memorial Day weekend or the week after? Maybe
Right.
they get through Memorial Day. I don't know. Anyway, it's just stunning the kinds of performances kids in high school can do now. If you think about it, that kind of a pace, most all of us humans, even if we started out running as fast as we couldn't do that pace even in the first 50 yards. He's starting on a dead sprint for me.
Oh my goodness. World bests are 3:41
for the mile.
For the 1600.
It was Roger Bannister, I think, was the guy that first broke 4 minutes.
Wow.
That was like 50 years ago. Maybe 60. It's been a long time. Roger Bannister, I think that's the guy's name, and it was under 4, and it proved a human could do it. So 3:41.
Yeah, but this was in 1999 that it happened.
What? And that's holding?
Right.
What's happening, slackers? Where you gone? Where you been?
And for women, it's 4:06.
Unreal.
Set in 2023 by Faith Kibjin.
So what's the? Wouldn't he be a really good college runner, Camden? Then?
Yeah.
I would think that 4:19 as a senior in high school is crazy. Okay, put that down as don't challenge him to a race. I mean, it really is remarkable. It's got to be the best in the area.
Right.
Okay. Good stuff.
And if this is part of your world, 359-2255. Always love to hear from you.
Matthew Bailey is a defensive star for the University of Illinois that thankfully has one more year of eligibility, graduated with a master's, and spoke to the master's graduates of athletics.
Hey everyone, I wanted to start by giving thanks. Thank you all for coming here on this early morning to honor the graduate student athletes. And thank you to my family for showing up for me here today, but also through the highs and lows that this college experience can bring. To my teammates and fellow graduates, here we are. Everyone sees the good times, the wins, the high fives and smiles. And don't get me wrong, those are the memories we'll remember forever. But I believe the times when we grew the most were when we were at our lowest. At Illinois, we learned how to step out of our comfort zones, to show up as our authentic selves, to lead when no one's watching, and ultimately we learned how to learn. So today, let's celebrate this view, and when it's time, let's stand up, throw our caps, and continue on climbing this mountain that we call life.
Matthew Bailey speaking in front of his graduating class in athletics, or master's degree. What an accomplishment, and one more year. So he'll be jumping into a brand new defense with Coach Houck.
Okay.
Former head coach of the University of Montana.
Nice.
And it's go get 'em kind of a defense. So I think we're all excited to see the scoreboard and this new defense.
Exactly.
And our new quarterback. Oh, yeah. How's that all going to work? All right, now we're used to it. Now we expect 9 or 10 wins since we've done that the last 2 years.
Right.
Now we're thinking playoffs. Playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's the next step.
Uh-huh.
And then the NCAA basketball tournament has moved to 76 teams. So now you really have to make it into that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, your contract's going to be short-lived. Every coach should always save the money because you never know when it goes the other way.
You're right.
Don't spend everything because you assume it'll be there for the rest. No. Generally, it's not. But boy, oh boy, we've had some fun. And then Shauna Green's ready to take the next leap and maybe make a little progress in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Get past maybe the first weekend kind of thing. I think they're poised for that too. All right, the news coming up, this Ryan Lochte. I'm pretty sure Ryan Lochte, the 12-time medalist in swimming for America in the Olympics, wasn't he a member on the team with Phillips?
Yeah.
The great
Michael?
swimmer. Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps, yes.
And Tyler McGill from Champaign.
Yes.
I think Tyler won his gold.
We had him on the air numerous times.
I think he made his gold with I think Ryan Lochte was always in the shadow of Michael Phelps. Because Michael Phelps, wow.
Right.
He had so many medals around his neck. I actually think it might have hurt his neck. He had so many medals.
Yeah.
So he was in that shadow, but he's had a transformation in his life I'd like you to hear about, of him talking on Fox News over the weekend. Ryan Lochte, 12-time medalist, a big star, but it wasn't going very well in his life. We'll give you that next. It's ESPN 93.5. It's coming up on 8:29.
Hi, this is Richard of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
And I'm Selena, the other half. When something breaks or needs built right, we know you don't have time to wait.
That's why we handle everything from on-site repair to full turnkey facility projects.
With over 150 years of combined industry experience behind every job.
We're also your local dealer for Chief Green System.
So you're getting equipment you can count on.
Give us a call at 217-574-5050.
Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Built on experience, powered by people.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump urging Iran come back to the table fast or there'll be nothing left.
This appears to be the final warning from President Trump, warning Iran that if it doesn't make a deal, he's going to end the ceasefire and resume bombing and full-scale combat operations, perhaps with Israel as well. Posting on Truth Social, quote, "For Iran, the clock is ticking and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson in Dubai, while Israel says it took out the ISIS terror commander in the Bekaa region of Lebanon. Luigi Mangione in a pivotal court hearing whether the gun in his backpack from a Pennsylvania McDonald's can be admitted in his trial for gunning down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Manhattan. And a South Carolina news conference by the Alec Murdaugh defense team with what they call developments for his retrial for killing his wife Maggie and son Paul. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Paul Reekin. At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World, we guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Hold on, guarantee? How do you guarantee the best deal? It's impossible to know every deal.
Sure. At Dick Van Dyke, we use the computer to check pricing, and we give the best deal with our very own in-house service team, giving you the best protection for years after delivery.
Oh, hold on, very own service team? I mean, that's a little hard to believe.
You've seen Dick Van Dyke Appliance service trucks all over Central Illinois, from Peoria to Decatur, Springfield to Champaign, everywhere in between.
Hold on, those trucks could be driving themselves. I mean, it's not like you're even watching the news. It's all part of the plan, Paul.
Nah, they're driven by our factory certified technicians. Is that a foil hat you're getting out?
Put it on.
Okay. Are the bad deals in the room with us right now?
Shh, big box store's watching.
Wow.
Big Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Here's a look at local news. Man faces charges in a shooting last November in Champaign. A woman shot November 17th in the 700 block of North Elm Street. She continues to recover from injuries. An investigation indicating that the victim was answering a late-night knock at the door when James Brown shot her. Brown arrested on multiple charges. A man charged in a January shooting in Urbana being let out of custody. John Webb was granted pretrial release after a recent medical procedure. He faces multiple charges, including attempted murder and a shooting in January. Prosecutors said he got into an argument over a parking spot, then shot the victim. A new community basketball court's officially open at a Champaign Park. City officials and residents gathered Saturday morning to unveil the upgraded facility designed to expand recreational opportunities for local youth and families. The project part of ongoing efforts to improve neighborhood amenities across the Champaign region. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, Tim, Gale Ferrex Trucking, you're looking for some wonderful drivers, aren't you?
Well, we're looking for some reliable professional drivers, and we just decided now through the end of May we're going to do our $4,000 sign-on bonus to qualified drivers. That's 23 years old, 2 years experience, safe background, safe driving history, and we'll put it to work and make them some money and get them home on weekends.
Think any other trucking company offers that kind of a deal between now and the end of May, and then also you're home on weekends?
Yeah, and things are looking up right now.
And dedicated diesel and Gelfrex Trucking, you can reach Tim Onstadt how?
TIMO@gftlog.com is my email. They can get my cell phone at 765-505-1295. The office, 765-793-7131, extension 4.
Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign, Urbana vicinity. Windy, warm, humid, early summer-like weather for the day today, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on a batch in here for the mid and late morning into the early to mid-afternoon. Up to 83 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind, but a bit cooler where these rains do materialize. A couple of stronger storms as well can't be ruled out over parts of the area through this evening. They're back in after midnight. The scattered showers and thunderstorms will low down to 68. Tomorrow back into summer warmth at 82 with a couple of more rounds of better than even odds of showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon, down into the 50s tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, cooler for the day on Wednesday, the high about 68. Sunshine and up near 70 on Thursday. Warmth begins to build in, and so do scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. No rain in the forecast now for Sunday, but it's back in on Monday. High temperatures into the lower 70s on Friday, into the upper 70s on Saturday. Highs into the lower 80s as humidity climbs Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Looks like anywhere between 1 and 2 inches of rain over a wide area for this week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solke.
All right, last segment, 8:35 ESPN 93.5. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. Good to have you listening. And I am a little relieved that the Parkland speech is done, but I'm just so honored to do it. It's been a minute since I've done a graduation, so I was anxious. And prayer of peace is what I was praying for. Chance to speak at Great Hall at Cranert was awesome. I want to know how many people, what's the head count over the 2-week period at the Great Hall at Cranert for graduation?
Right.
That's a big head count.
A lot of people in and out of that building,
oh,
for
boy.
sure.
No question about it.
And our intern, Kyle, who went on to do great things, is one of the people that graduated yesterday out of the College of Media or Journalism at 5 o'clock yesterday.
Did they have that in there?
Uh-huh.
And
different colleges and different places.
Gracie was in Campbell.
Right. And our friend Reese Hogan said the Virginia Theater.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I think you'd want to be, this is obviously the month you'd want to be in the cap and gown business.
Yeah.
But the other 11, I'm not sure.
And getting them all returned.
What are you doing for the other? I guess December's also one for cap and gowns, but man, I don't know what you're doing from May to next April.
Making sure you have plenty, I guess, and different
clean them
colors.
Up.
And yep.
They're spending so much in cleaning when they don't really get dirty.
I know.
It's just covering your clothes.
Yep.
But I did see all kinds of decorations on the, what's it called? The headgear.
Uh-huh. The mortarboard.
Mortarboard, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Mortarboard. All right, Ryan Lochte is a 12-time medalist in the Olympics. Ryan Lochte, I do remember him in the shadow of Michael Phelps. I believe on the same team as Tyler McGill, Olympian gold medalist from Champaign.
So Ryan's 41 now.
Well, here's a little bit about what happened to him.
He posted pictures of the baptism with the caption, quote, "Out with the old, in with the new. Today I start a new chapter in my life. I am a new creature in Christ." He is a powerful reminder that no matter how far we fall or how building, we're excited for this interview. What led to that decision to get baptized?
So basically, well, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
So basically, I grew up Catholic, and I knew that there's God, but I didn't understand why Jesus died on the cross. I didn't understand the Bible, really. So growing up, and it wasn't until 2023 when I got in a near-death fatal car accident that I should have been dead. And I knew God was giving me a second chance. And I didn't use that to my advantage. I was bedridden. I fell into major depression. I turned to drugs and alcohol. And I was just not being the person. I lost who I was. And it wasn't about a year ago when I started going to a church, a non-denominational church with my girlfriend, Molly, and she was a worship leader. And I was always afraid to ask questions growing up about God and everything because I didn't want to seem dumb. But she's my best friend, and she's been in church. She's a worship leader. So I turned to her and I'm like, every Sunday I'd just ask her questions nonstop. And she would tell me everything about God, about Jesus. And then we started watching these people getting baptized. And something came into me, like something so pure. I'm going to start crying. That it felt so real watching these people get baptized. And I asked her, I was like, what is this? She's like, they're washing away their sins. They're getting a fresh start publicly. And I was like, honey, I want that. And so I got baptized. I washed away my sins. And trust me, I had a lot. And I washed away my sins. And me going to church and finding that to put your life in front of God and give it to God has changed everything for me. I'm finding who I am. I am being a better father, a better person, and I just love the person that I've become now, and I owe it to God. And it is just amazing feeling.
It is just so uplifting.
Yeah.
To find somebody who is lost, and yet these are the people being martyred all over the world, particularly right now in Nigeria. Persecution of Christians has been going on for 2,000 years. And what is wrong with that? What is wrong with their number one tenet being forgiveness?
Right.
And love?
And obviously we have that in the Catholic Church and go to confession. And I feel bad that he had a bad experience and didn't get that love of our Lord through his Catholic faith.
I don't know if it was a bad experience as it was a non-experience.
Right.
It was not connecting.
Yes.
And that can happen with any denomination,
Yes,
any
it
church.
can.
It's up to the human to try and connect with that. And it can be a lot of different pathways. And I think the trend is strongly to kind of a non-denominational kind of a worship.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of different paths that can find Jesus. And it's just amazing, the feeling, the peace that you can feel, the joy that you can feel, the understanding. There's a lot more than just this passage through life. And that the inevitability of, at some point it ends. That's an everyday deal. So how do you deal with it if you don't have faith? You guys talked about that at your conference, huh?
Mm-hmm, we did.
What do you're sad for people that don't find it or feel it, but here's Ryan, who was a major mess for years, 2 years.
Well, and the importance of discipleship was something that, we were talking about yesterday from the pulpit. Father Patrick O'Neill was saying we need to reach out to people and show our Christian faith, show the love of our Lord to others who might be flailing right now. And I can think of half a dozen people that I need to reach out to and just ask if they're okay. And, maybe eventually my Christian faith will lead them to the Lord.
You hope you shine his light and that people get to the point of asking questions and then get to the point of finding their way to the church and asking more questions. And boy, that feeling, though, that Ryan Lochte is experiencing is a whole new, that's not going to be easy. It doesn't mean it's easy. It just means you got, Jason Epperson said this the other day. He said, regardless of the hard times and the difficulties you're having, Jesus is in the boat for you. It's not happening for you, but he's by you.
Yes.
If you want him to be.
Kind of the old footprints in the sand message of, why weren't you by me? Because I didn't see your footprints next to me. Well, that's when I was carrying you.
Which is my whole life. So sorry, Jesus.
Exactly. I'm quite alone myself.
Listen, it's just, it's an incredible gift. And so I would guess a whole lot of you listening probably are somewhere in there. But there's always further you can go, and there's just more enlightenment to happen. I think things like the whole series on Jesus. What is the series called?
The Chosen.
The Chosen has really, I think, have impact.
Absolutely.
Charlie Kirk had impact. He really did. There was a surge in Bible sales, surge at church. I don't know where it is now, but people were curious as to what this evangelical / point of view kind of man, what it was like. And I guess the persecution against Christians must be from the standpoint of they think you judge.
Yeah.
And you're too judgy.
That's right.
And those they're certainly right and wrong.
I don't feel welcome.
Right. And I think that the door's open, and then some of the things you do or have done, that's up to you and Jesus. But the good news is it can be washed away. And that's the best news ever. And in a world where we see so much collapse of the right things, it's just worrisome. And you know that how this ends. If you read the Bible and you know about Revelations, it doesn't end good. I'm just praying it's not on my watch. I hope it doesn't happen for a long time, but you see signs of man. Well, let's see, we can blow up the earth. We got that covered. Check.
Yeah. We
can have the things that are happening are so bad. I think it's a presentation of pure evil when you have, 25% of very young people believe that violence is a justifiable end to your argument. And that's a bad trend. All right, we deal with it. We work with it. We have morning therapy with it right here every morning.
Yes, we do.
Talking through it. But I would pray that you have enough questions to be curious enough to explore. And then maybe you're going to find it.
Yes.
Quarter till.
Why use Land's Underground Solutions? We have the team, the technology, the tools, and the most experienced team in the industry.
Hi, it's Wes from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Our mission at Land's is to provide top-tier service, prioritize our customers with upfront pricing, and maintain exceptional communication. We assure you at Land's we will only recommend what you truly need, from regular maintenance on your home's mechanical systems with the Land's Comfort family to replacement of existing equipment. Now would be a great time to consider updating your HVAC system. Visit us at landsinc.com.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you. When your operation can't afford downtime, call the people who treat your business like their own. At Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights, you're working with over 150 years of combined industry experience, handling everything from on-site repairs to complete turnkey facility solutions. Call Richard and Selena for your next project, whether it's custom fabrication, emergency field repairs, or full system installation. They're also your local dealer for Chief Crane Systems. Call 217-574-5050. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Experience you can count on, people you can trust.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Hi, this is Michelle Lake with the Philo Exchange Bank. At Philo Exchange Bank, we believe that banking should feel personal. Whether you bank online or stop in to see our friendly team, we are here to support your financial goals every step of the way. Visit us at any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, Broadlands, or at our newest branch in Tolono, opening this spring.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, sports headlines, Diane Ducey.
Illinois baseball starting the Big Ten tournament as a number 9 seed, taking on number 8 seed Iowa tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And the Big Ten tournament is in Omaha. We also have Parkland, who split with Heartland over the weekend, and JCAA postseason starts for them very soon. We had Kansas City over St. Louis 2-0, and they'll have a game tomorrow. We had the Chicago White Sox beating the Cubs 9-8 and 10. So the White Sox, I believe, took 2 out of 3 over the Cubs.
I think they did. Well, the White Sox are better now, better than they were.
Right.
So
I want to say 24-22 on the season or something like that.
Well, they were up. The White Sox were up 3 in the 9th. The Cubs got 3 to tie, and then got 1 in the 10th. And the White Sox hit a 2-run homer to beat them.
One of those games.
Yeah, one of those games.
And the Cubs will face Milwaukee, and that series starts up from Wrigley over on US 105.9 with a 6:40 first pitch. Cleveland Cavaliers made it through after beating Detroit 125-94 yesterday. So the Cavaliers move on after winning that series to advance 4-3.
Yeah, and you're in Detroit, and your team loses by 30 at home in Game 7. You're going, what was that?
Yikes.
Unreal.
Clean Rights Duct Cleaning Services offers Champaign-Urbana residents a way to clean the hard-to-reach ducts without any damage. Air ducts in your home are one of the reasons why your carpets, shelves, and counters get dusty within a few weeks. They become caked with the same dust and debris that you vacuum and have cleaned from your carpets and tile floors. For all your duct cleaning needs, we're there when you need us. Our experienced service technicians will provide you with not only a quick response, but also honest answers and advice. For water, fire, smoke, or mold restoration, we're there when you need us.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Life is short, so why not put dessert first? At Dessert First, every day starts sweet with a delicious morning menu featuring fresh muffins, gooey cinnamon rolls, and homemade pastries. And in the afternoon, it only gets better with cookies, brownies, and rotating treats that change weekly. Got a special occasion coming up? Dessert First has you covered with custom orders including cupcakes, pies, cakes, and cookies made just the way you want them. Treat yourself today because you deserve it. Find Dessert First on Facebook for store hours and more details.
Fly direct to Orlando or Tampa on Allegiant, straight from the Central Illinois Regional Airport in Bloomington. The family won't have to wake up early for a long drive to Chicago, no long-term parking expense, and no long security lines. Spend less on gas and enjoy free parking. Travel to and from Florida through smaller airports with easy check-in and shorter security lines. Fly Sierra. Go to Sierra.com/Allegiant to book today.
Sierra.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Windy, warm, humid, early summer-like weather for the day today, and a couple of rounds of showers and thunderstorms. We'll keep an eye on a batch in here for the mid and late morning into the early to mid-afternoon. Up to 83 and a gusty south-southwesterly wind, but a bit cooler where these rains do materialize. A couple of stronger storms as well can't be ruled out over parts of the area through this evening. They're back in after midnight. The scattered showers and thunderstorms will low down to 68. Tomorrow back into summer warmth at 82 with a couple of more rounds of better than even odds of showers, thunderstorms both morning and afternoon, down into the 50s tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, cooler for the day on Wednesday, the high about 68. Sunshine and up near 70 on Thursday. Warmth begins to build in, and so do scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms for Friday and Saturday. No rain in the forecast now for Sunday, but it's back in on Monday. High temperatures into the lower 70s on Friday, into the upper 70s on Saturday. Highs into the lower 80s as humidity climbs Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. Looks like anywhere between 1 and 2 inches of rain over a wide area for this week. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
Hi, this is Richard of Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights.
And I'm Selena, the other half. When something breaks or needs built right, we know you don't have time to wait.
That's why we handle everything from on-site repair to full turnkey facility projects.
With over 150 years of combined industry experience behind every job.
We're also your local dealer for Chief Green System.
So you're getting equipment you can count on.
Give us a call at 217-574-5050.
Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Built on experience, powered by people.
Fighting Illini football season tickets are on sale now. After selling out season tickets last year, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Under head coach Brett Bielema, the Illini have stacked the most wins in back-to-back seasons in program history, and the momentum isn't slowing down. Season tickets start at just $16 per game. Be part of the action, the energy, and the Illini family. Don't wait. Get your 2026 Illinois football season tickets before they're sold out at fightingillini.com.
All right, last call. We have duct cleaning with Clean Right as our Stever. It's a $1,000 gift for a 2,000 square foot home. If it's more than a 2,000 square foot home, you'd have to figure out if you want to pay the difference or whatever it would be, but it'll really clean it up, probably improve the air by a lot. And 217-359-2255, the Fisher National Bank text line. Text in KLEEN, clean, RITE, right. And you might get that. You'll be notified in just a bit if you win.
That's right. You'll do the job within, well, you make the negotiations for the job within 7
Timing,
days.
when you're going to have it done, and you'll love it.
You got it.
All right, Diane, appreciate it.
Enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J on this week before Memorial Day 3-day weekend. It is May 18 on Monday. Thank you for listening. Don't forget the drive this afternoon with Curtis and Evan. What do they got planned for you? Stand by after 3. I'm Stevie J. That's Diane Ducey. Have yourself a great Monday. All right, Tim. Gail Ferricks Trucking. You're looking for some wonderful drivers, aren't you?
We're looking for some reliable professional drivers, and we just decided now through the end of May we're going to do our $4,000 sign-on bonus to qualified drivers. That's 23 years old, 2 years experience, safe background, safe driving history, and we'll put it into work and make them some money and get them home on weekends.
Think any other trucking company offers that kind of a deal between now and the end of May, and then also you're home on weekends?
Yeah, and things are looking up right now.
And Dedicated Diesel and Gail Ferricks Trucking, you can reach Tim Onstadt how?
TIMO@GFTLOG.com is my email. They can get my cell phone at 765-505-1295. The office, 765-793-7131, extension 4.
Tim Onstadt, thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Think you have to settle for mediocre car insurance to save money? Think again. It's possible to get superior coverage and still save money with Erie Insurance. Customers who switched to Erie saved up to $951. It pays to compare. Switch and save with Erie.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Annual savings based on new customers surveyed in March 2022 who reported savings when switching auto insurance. Individual premiums and savings will vary.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
It's great when hard work and experience are recognized. Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. I am thrilled to share that Fisher National has been ranked 7th in the nation as a top lender in mortgage loans among banks with asset size of $300 million to $1 billion by our National Banking Association. This recognition is a testament to our lending team's dedication and expertise. After all, better banking experiences start with local people and local decision making. If you're in the market for a new home or considering refinancing your existing home, let our team at Fisher National Bank earn your business and trust. We offer competitive rates with low closing costs, and we locally service almost all of our loans. Come see us with all your home mortgage needs and experience the top-notch service that has earned us national recognition. Learn more at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Taylor Reefstack.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer and Chic Boutique.
We are a women's clothing boutique in downtown Tuscola. We specialize in unique women's fashions. We have a wide range of tops, dresses, jeans, and accessories.
We have a huge Tuscola Warrior Room, women's, men's, children's, unique items.
Shimmer and Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust, fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana. You're